right, everybody, here's time for something a little bit different.
Hey, y'all know who it is. It's your favorite concerned correspondent, the Gov here.
More votes can shift and transform our nation.
Governor feels pain. He's a human. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Concerned Citizen Podcast. Make sure to follow us on our Facebook group page, the Concerned Citizen Podcast. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. If you're interested in being on the show, email us directly on our Facebook group page or just drop some comments below and we'll hit you up. But we appreciate you tuning in. And remember, this is the place where you as the citizen can speak to your concerns freely. Let's go. Y'all know who it is and what it is. It's your favorite concerned correspondent here, the Gov. I'm super happy. We got a special guest here. We have Michelle Tweed, who is running for House District 21 and here in Colorado Springs. I'm excited to have you here.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I'm excited to be here.
Oh man, I like the cheese. Now, tell us a little bit about what you're running for and what motivated you to run.
What I'm running for is protecting our state and its open spaces and the people. Because we're a government for the people, by the people, and I don't feel like the people are being heard. I think it's about big corporations and their agendas and who's in whose pocket.
Huh. That kind of sounds familiar because I've been hearing about outside influences like investing money in races. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Correct. Well then, let's say, like in Fountain,
right.
They were saying that they have those contracts for building that they had 20 years ago.
Right.
Well then, what about the people? We didn't get a say or a vote. They're just making these decisions.
So do you feel like the people aren't being informed?
Exactly. They're not being informed so they can have a voice.
And so is part of your platform is to work more on engaging and informing your constituents?
Absolutely.
Awesome. And that we're all for that here at the Concerned Citizen, just engaging and informing each other so that we can vote to support what it is that we're looking for in the community.
Exactly.
So, as we ask everybody here, if the listener or viewer could not see you, how would you describe yourself to them?
I would say that I am 5'1", I have brown hair, brown eyes and glasses, and I have a lot of tenacity and resilience, grace, and grit.
This makes me want to ask, what's your favorite animal?
Ooh, a giraffe.
A giraffe. Just thought I'd ask. That resilience and tenacity, I like to hear that. Now, is there something that that you may have experienced as a child or you may have seen or encountered that helped either shape your perception of reality or made you tenacious or resilient?
Yes. I would have to say being biracial in the 90s, I was born in 1984, but coming off of that, it was like some communities were happy and some people were still angry because they were stuck in that old way of life. But my parents and my grandparents accepted me regardless with love. And I'm so blessed to have had them as family because not everybody gets that, I'm learning.
No. And I can hear it in your voice. And hearing you say that makes me think about my own mom and dad and my family being biracial and just how, like, my parents have always been there.
Right.
And it's so awesome. So speaking to that, you're from Colorado Springs, correct?
Yes.
And so did you experience any racism here growing up?
I did, and sadly, even within my own family.
Oh.
So.
Was it from both sides of the fence?
Yes.
Do you want to speak to it or no?
Yeah, like I love my family, and I feel that they just had to be educated,
right,
and like learn. It's not like an us versus them, it's just love. And my parents, grandparents on both sides, that's all they ever showed me. And some of my other relatives, even through their missteps, I learned from them, because sometimes ignorance, that's all you know until you educate and teach somebody, oh, hey, you know what, there's another option.
Yeah, especially when you get to encounter it and learn firsthand.
Yeah.
Now, in your transition from, being a young person, experiencing the racism of being biracial, to you went into the military, correct?
Absolutely.
And then as you traveled throughout the military and came home, at any point in time did you experience any sense of homelessness at all?
Thank God, never any homelessness, but we did move a lot when I was a kid.
Was that due to being a military family?
Well, yes, but also housing. We used to live in Fountain, and it used to be military housing, and then we'd move all around because we didn't have a lot of money when we were growing up, and I just realized I think we were on welfare.
Okay.
So you only get a certain amount for housing. And then once my grandfather, God bless his soul, he passed away, my grandmother asked us to move in, and because he wanted us to be safe. And I had stability from there. Throughout, I had stability because my parents always treated everywhere like a home, so I never experienced what other people may have. But
right.
I'm just grateful when we did move in with my grandmother, it was a good, solid foundation.
And it was stable.
Yes.
Now, what would you say that you may have encountered as an adult, like, or you may have seen as an adult, that shapes your perception of reality now, or even may have motivated you to want to run for House District 21?
Let's see. I think, well, that will also tie into legacy, but just growing up here and seeing what's happening to the community, and then what even happened with my own mother. She didn't get the health care that she was supposed to receive, I feel. I think that she had cancer. We found out in 2024 in January, and then by June she was gone. But the two systems in Colorado were not talking, because she was on Medicaid, and she was accepted, and they said that she didn't turn in all of her paperwork, and she did. So the two systems weren't communicating, and that dropped the ball and delayed her care. And then when their systems went down at the cancer center, we had to wait another 3 weeks. So there's just a big delay. And then when the systems did talk and she finally did get care, they put her in a clinical trial instead of giving her chemotherapy straight away. I just feel her doctors at her medical care practice and then through on hindered her care. And I don't want that to happen to anybody else.
That's something that I hear that's plaguing the system, and that I hear that they're working to be able to kind of use AI to be able to help with, is be able to improve the level of care that people are getting by making sure all the little bits of information that's floating out there about someone's health records can be used in their treatment plan. But my condolences to you for your loss.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So now that we kind of understand that you are, 1, a family person, 2, a community person, 3, a biracial and persistent and resilient person, what are your concerns for what's going on now in society? Or in the world, or in your local community? What speaks to you as your concerns?
I think in my community, the water issue is a problem. Security Water District agreed with Fountain to sell them water. And Fountain wants to build like 2,000 to 9,000 houses, which they snuck that part in there when they were speaking. And I don't feel like we have enough water. Our watershed, what about replenishing that? They didn't talk about any of that or any of the environmental concerns and sustainability and stewardship. So I have a huge problem with it, and I appealed it and turned it in last Friday the 13th, so we'll see what happens.
So you are very concerned about what's going on with the environment, especially water?
Water and our open spaces.
What do you mean? I thought Colorado had great open spaces.
Well, they were building so much that all the open spaces that once existed are being depleted, and houses are popping up in communities. And what if the dam busts? Like, they pull space for us because that's what Trump wants, and then we have all these empty houses. It's going to cause a housing bubble, and that's going to burst, and I don't want another 2008.
Well, what's so unique is how can we have... Our system is so unique for us to have more houses, but if they sit empty because no one can afford them, then what good are they?
Absolutely. Nothing. They're just like white elephants sitting there doing nothing for anyone.
Do you have any other concerns that might be on your heart, or that, that may have you thinking?
I feel that we need to come together as a people. I feel that COVID hindered social and human interaction because we were told to social distance, so now people don't even know how to communicate with one another or just be face to face. They're like, oh, it's awkward. Like, I just feel like that humanity is gone.
What do you think that we could do to bring it back?
Neighbors helping neighbors is what I believe, and I feel that we need to come together. Like, even my neighbor, his wife passed away the same year my dad did. And my mom, God bless her soul, her and I went over and gave them food and things like that. And the other day I just talked to his son, and I gave them my number, and I was like, hey, if you need anything, because people were complaining about his dog barking. So he got a collar and all these things, and I told him, if you ever need me to walk him, I'll take him, whatever you need. We have to help each other. We do. Oh man, I just love that. And I mean, that's kind of what we stand for here with We Are Still Neighbors, is getting back to that concept of just taking care of one another. So, did you ever spend time in Pueblo, or no? Were you always here in the Springs? Oh no, my parents and I would travel all over, so yes, I spent time in Pueblo.
Oh, I don't know, it was the way you pronounced one or two words. I was like, man, that sounds like how they sound a little bit in Pueblo.
Right? I'm like 30 minutes away from there, so that could be. Do you ever make green chili? I do.
Oh man, okay. All right, we got to try Miss Tweed's green chili one day.
Absolutely.
Now, going through all the things that you've gone through, have you ever wrestled with mental health issues?
Absolutely.
How did you deal with that?
I feel that getting help is important. I've been in mental health with the VA since 2010. Well, 2009, but officially 2010. And I feel that mental health is important. And I'm working on my PhD in health psychology. Oh. So if I don't get the help, how am I going to tell you what you're going to need?
Oh, man, that is awesome to hear. Man, I can't wait to be able to call you Dr. Tweed.
Ah, indeed.
What inspired you to want to go for your PhD?
I wasn't going to be happy until I had the highest level of education, and I want my life to matter. And I feel that God gave me these opportunities, so you have to take all of life, what it offers. You only have this one.
Would you consider yourself a believer?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Awesome.
100%.
Awesome. Now, is there something that you could see yourself fighting and dying for outside of your family?
Our country. I already made that vow once.
I love it.
So, politics, I'm learning, is a whole another animal, but it's worth it, because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Have you noticed more veterans running for office?
Yes.
I have to ask. And you can refuse, because this is kind of kind of a catcher. But how do you feel about Secretary of War Hegseth as a veteran?
Have you ever wanted to tell someone to stop breathing? Lord forgive me, but I'm just saying, like, we would be okay. God forgive me, but I'm just saying.
He seems to be a handful.
Absolutely, emotional terrorist.
Before we went on air, we were talking about an institution that might be brought back, which is the draft. With your experiences being in the military, and the things that you may have not learned, may have not seen, do you think that for the young people that's coming along now, that it could benefit them?
Yes. I met a lot of wonderful people. I feel that it gives you a sense of service, purpose, and understanding, and things that the civilian world cannot offer you.
Oh man, I love that answer. Now, is there a message or a thought that you would want to leave with the people?
Yes. Sorry, I wrote it down. Family and leaving a positive impact is more important through love, understanding, and grit through grace, or grace through grit. It is also a duty and a choice, and to do what is right. Our country has had many battles, and so have its people. I think that we need to stand up for humanity. I also feel that no matter what adversity you face, make the world a better place by choosing to stand up and to say something rather than do nothing.
Oh, I agree. I definitely agree. Man, you know, I don't think I've had anybody actually say that they were fight and die for the country. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Are you more concerned or more hopeful for the future?
Both. I think it's a healthy mixture.
Man, this has just been an awesome sit down. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
And thank you for what you do. Giving a voice to the communities. It's important. Otherwise, they get forgotten.
Thank you. And that is actually the perfect segue, because that's what the Concerned Citizen is all about. The Concerned Citizen is all about giving every citizen an opportunity to exercise the freedom of speech, and actually be able to speak their partial to their story and then their concerns, so that we can begin to have a clear picture of America. We don't have to be told what Americans think or say. We can actually tune into the Concerned Citizen and hear what Americans have to say.
Absolutely. There's three sides to every story, like you just said. Your side, their side, and the truth.
Oh, man. And right now, might have to throw in AI side.
Yeah, okay.
We don't know if AI and the truth are telling the same story. But thank y'all. Make sure to like and follow us. Make sure if you're here and you're in Security Fountain, is that correct? Is that where 21?
Yep.
You make sure that you come out, you check your ballot, support Michelle Tweed, and make sure you vote. And if wherever you are, get engaged, learn about the candidates. Make sure you support the candidates that's going to fight the good fight on your behalf, because we need fighters to fight.
Absolutely. And more transparency within government, because they don't tell the truth.
You're right about that. quick question. How do you feel about so many people that may not have the proper experience delegating such high offices?
Get out and find out. I didn't know how the process was until I started this whole entire process. And the people that show up to caucus become the delegates, and they're the ones making the choice. And then when people don't show up, they don't get a voice. So you can't complain if you didn't show up.
Oh man, you heard it here first. You got the game right there. You cannot do anything, you can't say anything if you don't show up. And that's the important thing. Candidates can't fight for you if you don't vote.
Absolutely. So
if you want somebody to fight for you, you gotta vote. So get out there, do your civil duty, put people like Michelle in office that's gonna fight for you and that align with your views and your beliefs. Because that's what they're supposed to do.
Absolutely. It's for the people.
There you go. Thank you. Make sure, again, y'all follow us. This is season 3 of The Concerned Citizen. We love you guys. Be safe. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Concerned Citizens Podcast. Make sure to hit that subscribe and like button below. Follow us on Facebook on our Facebook group page, The Concerned Citizens Podcast. This is a place where you can meet other like-minded individuals, interact with guests, and request your spot to be on the show. Remember, the Concerned Citizens Podcast is a platform that gives you, the citizen, the freedom to speak to your concerns. Let's go. God bless.